One of the key things in creating a comic is coming up with a story. In this episode, let's try to create a story for our comic. A good story balances its concept, characters, setting, and plot. If you're stuck for ideas, feel free to use Graphyt's prompts to get started. Here's one for example. A boy trapped in a bubble of time must find a way to escape before he loses everything he loves, including his family and friends. Let's build on this idea. Our main character is a boy who's trapped in this bubble of time. The person who trapped him could be the villain or just another important character in the story. Since the boy is at risk of losing his family and friends, we will include a few of them as supporting characters to make the story more interesting. To create the story's world, let's ask few questions. How does this time bubble work? What was the purpose of this time bubble? Why was the boy trapped in it? The answer to these questions will depend on the tone of the story. Let's look at two approaches. The comedy approach. Who is our main protagonist? For a funny story, maybe we might have a kid who's popular and active in sports. And how will our main character get trapped? Maybe we can have a science professor at his school is known for making crazy inventions and testing them on students. Since the boy is popular and an athlete, I don't think the professor would try to use him as a guinea pig. So, we can have the professor give the gadget to a nerdy student, but somehow it falls into the hands of our protagonist and traps him in time. To build the stake, we can have our main character actually having a game to play in some time. With an important game coming up, the professor realizes he has to help the boy escape before it's too late. And just like that, we were able to build a basic setting for our story by asking these simple questions regarding the concept. This version focuses more on the funny interaction between professor and the student, and the professor's silly attempt to fix the issue on time. Now let's try a different approach. For a fantasy approach, rather than just having the boy trapped in a bubble, it's much more like a door to a different dimension. Which leads us to questions like, so what is this dimension? Can the boy control his body in this dimension? What could be the source of escape? And so on. Asking these kind of questions will help you create the world for your story. With this, you're ready to start building the world for your story. And that wraps up the first episode of Creating Comics with Graphyt. In the next episode, we'll work on building the plot of the story. Till then, see you.